Now let's begin with the next topic, that is structure of contractile protein. Now we have discussed about actin and myosin. These are the two types of proteins which are making a myofibril. The actin, which is a thin filament, it is made up of F filament actin, which are helically wounded around F actin, and it is a polymer of monomeric G globular actins. Now two filaments of another protein that is called as tropomyosin, which also run close to the F actin throughout its length, and a complex protein which is called as troponin. Troponin it is distributed in a regular intervals on the tropomyosin. So this is the structure which of the contractile protein which helps in the further movement of the muscle. So a complex protein which is called as troponin is distributed in regular intervals of the tropomyosin. Now in the resting stage, a subunit of troponin, it makes the active binding site for the myosin on the actin filament. So these are the sites. Now each myosin, which is a thick filament, is also a polymerized protein, and many monomeric proteins which are called as meromyosin, they constitute one thick filament. Okay, they constitute one thick filament which is made up of meromyosin. Now we see further that each meromyosin has two important parts: a globular head, and a short arm and a tail. And the former, that is called as the heavy meromyosin, that is called as HMM, and the later the lighter meromyosin and the LMM. So HMM component, that is the head, and the short arm that is projects outwards at a regular distance, and they each form the surface of a polymerized myosin filament and is known as its cross arm. So the globular head is an active ATPase enzyme and has binding sites for ATP and active sites for actin. So this is the structure of the actin and myosin along with the meromyosin that will further function for the mechanism of the muscle contraction. Now let's discuss what is the mechanism of the muscle contraction. It is explained by sliding filament theory. Sliding filament theory is what? It states that the contraction of a muscle fiber takes place by the sliding of the thin filaments over the thick filaments. As we have discussed, what are the thick filaments and the thin filaments? So they slide over each other, and they that results in the functioning of a muscle fiber. So here we'll discuss how this sliding happens and how the structure of actin, myosin and meromyosin, they just play the role in the proper process of the muscle contraction. So muscle contraction is initiated by a signal which is sent by the central nervous system. सबसे पहले central nervous system से एक motor neuron के through एक signal आएगा, and the motor neuron along with the muscle fibers, they connect to it, they constitute a motor unit. ठीक है, they are constituting a motor unit. And the junction between a motor neuron and the sarcolemma of the muscle fiber is called as the neuromuscular junction or the motor end plate. So the neurosignal which is reaching this junction, it releases a neurotransmitter which is called as acetylcholine. It generates an action potential in the sarcolemma. Okay, this is the structure of a sarcomere, and in the sarcolemma this action potential is triggered by this acetylcholine. Now what happens is further this action potential, once is generated, it spreads through the muscle fiber and causes the release of calcium ions. So calcium ions plays a very important role in this whole process, and that leads to the binding of calcium with the subunit of troponin on the actin filament, and thus removing the masking of the active sites of myosin. So here how the myosin and the actin, when they are together here, so this will help in the active site of the myosin to be active. So the energy from the ATP hydrolysis and the myosin head, now exposed to the exposed active site of the actin to form this a cross bridge. This is how the cross bridge is formed. Now once the cross bridge is formed, this pulls the attached actin filament towards the center of the A band. So this will move it towards the A band. So the Z line attached to these actin, so the Z line which is attached to these actin, they also pull inwards, there also pulls inwards and causes the shortening of the sarcomere. So when they are pulled inside, it gets shortened, and the contraction of the I band is reduced. So we say that this band, A bands, they retain the lengths, and the myosin which releases the ADP and phosphate, adenosine diphosphate and phosphate, they goes back to its relaxed state. So a new ATP binds and the cross bridge is broken. This cross bridge is broken here, and the ATP is again hydrolyzed by the myosin head, and the cycle of the cross bridge formation and the breakage, it is repeated, causes further sliding. So this process continues till the calcium ions, they are pumped back to the sarcoplasmic cisternae, resulting in the masking of the actin filament. So further what happens is, this causes the return of the Z line back to its original position, that is called as relaxation. And the reaction time of these fibers, it varies in different muscles. Repeated activation of the muscle can lead to the accumulation of lactic acid. Lactic acid accumulation happens in the muscles due to anaerobic breakdown of the glucose in them, and this causes fatigue. So muscle contains a red colored oxygen containing pigment also, which is called as myoglobin. Now what is the function of myoglobin? Myoglobin content actually this is a red colored oxygen containing pigment, just like hemoglobin. Here it is called as myoglobin. Myoglobin content is high in some of the muscles, which gives the reddish appearance. So red muscles mein myoglobin zyada amount mein hota hai. So these muscles, they contain plenty of mitochondria, and they can utilize the a large amount of oxygen which is stored in the form of ATP. And so these muscles, they can also be called as aerobic muscles. And whereas some of the muscles which possess very less quantity of myoglobin, ठीक है, जिनमें बहुत कम होता है, वो whitish या pale appearance में होते हैं, and these are called as white fibers. And इसमें mitochondria low होंगे, number of them is less, and the amount of sarcoplasmic reticulum is high, which is also called as endoplasmic reticulum. So this depends on the anaerobic process of energy in them. So I hope this sliding filament theory, which explains how these bands, they slide past over each other due to the process of this actin and myosin cross bridge formation, and the cycle is repeated, and so that causes the muscles to contract.